Well, good morning, Atlanta, Georgia, and welcome to the HCS Atlanta Major, hosted by FaZe. We have fans rolling on in because we have an exceptional day lined up for you. It's pool play, baby, and that's where all of our teams are going to be battling it out on stage to find out where they're going to end up in the championship bracket. We also have so much on offer here this weekend, including an open bracket where, as we know, lads, we have that one chance to get onto that main stage for those folks in the Passion Pit, and I'm excited to find out who that's going to be. When it
kind of desperation play from Snipe Drone to get into a position to at least negate the overshield and the impact that it could have on the map has allowed Quadrant to get a little bit of space. SLG with one as well is going to create yet a bit more, and there's an insta-explode that works. There's a double kill, and SSG find themselves 3 dead. 2 dead here for SSG means that Glory is waiting for that kill feed to pop up before he runs this flag, but instead he's got the cover, he's got the support, he's going to try and force this one home.
What a great play from Snipe Drone, sitting there. Mohawk waits for his shields to recharge, an absolutely huge play. We'll see if he can round the corner.
It was all about KD, it was all about kills in London for Snipe Drone, but this time it's all about running that flag, and Quadrant will win game number 1 here. 3-2.
Wow. Whew. We said it was going to be a good one. And these two teams delivered. What a back and forth match in the end, though. It's Quadrant that makes sure they take game number 1.
Tighter than expected as the kill was picked up by a member of Quadrant. Glory got that kill, and now he's seen a double push. Look at the aggression coming in here, but the cover fire from Legend is keeping Bound alive, and somehow he manages to buy enough time for Eco to move in, pick himself up a camo. It's been a dominant performance from them so far, and a dominant performance from the man on your screen. He's still double positive, 10-5 for Stella.
Look at this. Once again, we've been talking about Stellar a lot. Now he wants to also, not just for the entire team, but also remind people why he is one of the best to ever do it now. Picks up a double kill, 37-27, and almost bonks his head. They get 3 kills, by the way, back-to-back off of all this, and as a result, you'll probably see a lead change here any moment because this timing on these spawn rotations is so favorable for SSG, and Legend is just toying with them, picks up another one. It's 2 dead. SSG now in the lead, 72-67.
It's a triple kill, and it's the easiest one of Legend's career. He just walks around the map with that camo, picks up 3 kills without response after the damage is done by his teammates, and now we're in the last chance to live for Quadrant. SSG have been holding this whole time, and again, it's the first pick that comes in for SSG.
I mean, he doesn't even need to take that fight. He has no business taking that fight from caution into back A. That is a high-risk fight that normally you wouldn't take. 3 points to go.
This is going to be it. 3 dead here. Glory just coming off of respawn, and SSG will turn the series on its head. They're up 2-1 after winning the street softball. It's a 1v1 on the map right now, and Stella can step in that hill.
Look at him. We'll see if he fights, avoids the sandbag battle, knows he needs to stay alive. There's pressure coming in from Nest side as well. He's going to QT. See what he can do.
Look how close this is at the bottom, though. Quadrant just a few moments away from winning this game, but
can you imagine?
Being annoying is all that Stella's doing, buys enough time for his teammates to get in position for Glory. Glory somehow got a kill, but Legend will clean it up, and SG, as I catch my breath, will close out that final hill. SSG win the first series here in Atlanta, 3-1.
But, you know, coming into this event, you know, you guys didn't have the placing in which you won at the last event, okay? You won event number 1, you get 4th in the last event. What did you guys want to kind of work on coming into here?
I think we just need to go back to playing our game, not really worrying about too much what the other team's doing, just kind of play our game and make people, you know, try to like suffocate from how much we're like running at them and shit like that, so. Yeah.
There you go. And you know, when it comes down to your individual performance, it wasn't one of the better events than which we've seen you have. Did you kind of shoulder some of that blame onto yourself for the squad on that performance there?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, last event I knew for a fact it's probably the worst event I had in my career so far. I kind of just want to blame it on the sleep a little bit. I remember I was waking up at like 5 a.m. The sun was coming up at 5 a.m. I felt the jet lag for sure. So, yeah, last event was definitely my worst event by far. So I'll take the blame for that one.
Well, it's going to be 3 down for Sentinels. Cloud9 maintain control. Precision goes down as well. That's another clean kill. And if Cloud9 can keep up this pressure, they can pull this flag.
Positioning, positioning, positioning. Make the game easier on you. That's Septify's motto as you see them take down 3 members of Sentinels here on their half of the map, and that means a flag being run by Cloud9 and more damage being laid down. 3 down for Sentinels. And another crazy angle.
My goodness gracious, this is great. The flag's going to run past the 50% portion. They're continuing to pressure on the side of Sentinels once again. This flag will go in, bar anything crazy, and it'll be Tusk that punches in Cloud9's first.
You start to think, okay, Optic Gaming are clearly, there's a class difference here between these two rosters that maybe wasn't on show in game one in the early stages, but once Optic get going, it's a killing frenzy for Formal, and another one with the triple. And Formal, any questions, any doubts you might have had about this man coming into this tournament, I think he's already answering them.
Formal just walking around the map saying exterminate, exterminate, murdering everything on his screen. Another kill for Lucid. That one stuck to him as well. When things are going your way, those sorts of things happen. Another camouflage for Druk. We've seen it. How he was able to put that to work on the recharge game. Can he do so here? They only need 3 more.
3 more, and there are 2 players pushing the camouflage. He's not able to get the kills yet, but someone else does. 48 to 44 now. Camo still in the hands of Druk. 1 more kill now required for Pure, and they get it! And for good reason. They stand up, they let them know, because how have you just turned around a 15-kill deficit against Optic Gaming? We have a series in our hands.
Last shot, performing heroics over towards B. Will it be enough? Lucid comes over the top middle, putting damage down on the Druk, wins that fight as well. A sniper rifle to work with as well over towards back green. Talik gets a kill on the Formal. Lucid then playing this one a little bit slower, waiting for the call, waiting for the communication, hits the shot, gets the body.
As they had a comeback in the previous game, and it could be another one on our hands here, as now C is going to be taken. Did he spot the 1 player below him? Does it matter, is the real question. As long as they keep holding 2 and force Optic Gaming to try and take B off of them, 1 big slay over towards B could put this game in Pure's favor.
We talked about cat and mouse. That's exactly what we've got here. What is the play for Optic Gaming? Where are they going to hit first? Talik's got control of tower, waiting for information. Dead Zone's going to try and get close to B. He gets cut down. Lucid has made it to green, but can he live? The answer's no. Pure are holding on here.
Pure holding on. Pure have A. Pure have B. It's a last-ditch attempt from Optic as they hold C, and they have to dart towards B, but it's not going to be enough as Pure have done it yet again here from the depths. They were behind by a significant margin, and they cannot. Optic Gaming cannot catch a break here. They did not sound like they were going to allow this to be a victory for Pure, and now momentum is very much on their side, and they are starting to push a lot better as a team. They are pinching, they are closing in, they are calling out the right things, and now another flag is on the go here for Optic.
It was bit bap bam. 3 went down for Pure. 3 remain in the grave at the moment. Dead Zone moving that flag as fast as you could possibly move it. And he's gotten it all the way home, taking 0 damage. Optic with 3 captures without reply.
And they take the lead, and they take this game, and I said someone needed to take control of it, and Dead Zone, certainly one of the players who has done. Talik now running with his tail between his legs as they try and hunt him.
Talik almost caught offside. We get VAR out to confirm it. Talik in towards blue, then it would seem. Lucid happy to play this one patient. They know they only require the 1 more kill. Talik puts down damage with the shock rifle, tries to find the face onto Lucid, but it's nothing more than a warning shot. Lucid pushes forward, Druk's in big trouble, down to no shield, desperately tries to tuck his head, but Lucid takes the scalp. Lucid takes the game. Optic Gaming win 3-2.
And Optic Gaming will survive. That will be the key word here. They were troubled, they were beaten, they were knocked down, and the comebacks were everything from Pure. But Optic somehow, someway will survive what was a very back and forth series. But ultimately, championship mentality is, even if you are not playing at your very best, you still get the job done. That's exactly what we've seen from Optic Gaming there.
Still in pool play, Zayn, that was a clincher right there, let's be honest, okay? Going down to the wire, okay? Coming down to, what, a 2-kill game in Slayer. Talk to me about how does it feel to get that win, okay?
After we blew the second game, that feels pretty good, obviously. Even on live fire strongholds, like I felt like we were up really good a lot of the time, but I mean they just came out to play. Like they never let up, they just kept coming. So you got to respect that.
No, they truly,
they just couldn't close it out.
Yeah, they truly did come to play, okay. But you guys held that composure, and that leads me to my next question: the map number 2, okay. You know, I looked up, you guys were up by 15, and all of a sudden it was a tied series.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they just kept coming. They hit a crazy stick on me that didn't look like it was supposed to stick me when I had camo. Talik hit some clutch shock rifle shots, to be honest, like to keep himself alive. So, I mean, you know, they just iced up when they needed to, hit good shots, got a good stick.
Rise, two players that have been traditionally throughout the series obtaining a lot of kills, but it's a slow start here in Game 4. Big kill from Mose.
That composure there as you're in that spot. Generally, you just start jumping and windmilling, if I'm in that position at least, and trying to get as much damage as I can. But Mose somehow keeping it calm and collected, finishes off Rain, gets 3 or 4 shots in a row.
And look at what that sparked. A setup now for a sim baseline, starting to chip away at the lead, the 48-point lead that was once Complexity's lead. Still on its location. Sunrise is going to actually respawn, hit top middle, win his one-on-one against Rain. He gets cleaned up, but he's bought some time and some space for his teammates to maybe get this camo. The camo gets burned, however. Huss is here to play. Huss finds himself a triple and 1 shot away from an over. That player's going to be no shield, and here comes Complexity trying to capitalize on that damage. 1's in the bread. 2 for the money, and Ryan Noob and the boys now have a 5-kill lead off that camo fight.
What a crazy exchange right there. First, I was going to say,
Cloud9 with a huge answer back, coming off a spawn, making your presence known, letting Shopify Rebellion know that it ain't going to be easy. They're going to have to fight at every given moment. It's Soul Sniper. That's quite a bit of fight out of him.
He's definitely fighting 9-5 already in this game.
It's actually crazy. Like talking to people, like outside of just like in the game, as far as competitors and whatnot, and just talking to anybody. I've never heard a single person say they've had a bad experience with Spectre. In fact, they were like, dude, out of all the pros, he's the nicest one to me. He really is that guy. Like if you want to grind games right now, everybody in the chat right now, if you want to grind games, DM Spectre.
Oh no! Don't. There's a lot of people watching, Tony. Don't.
He's a friend to everybody. DM him right now, and he'll do it. I promise.
I don't think he wants that many friends. That's a lot of friends, but I mean, yeah, Shopify are picking apart one by one, and now 2:45 and counting for them as they look to close out this series and potentially will do just that. It's a 3-0 sweep for Shopify Rebellion.
250 to 135 will be your final score line, and although we want to give our flowers to Cloud9, we want to talk about the fact that this was much a better performance out of the King of the Hill and the Strongholds that we saw before. We want to talk about the fact that they start off games well and put themselves at least in positions to win.
Still plenty of time left in this game. I will say 50 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but just remember that clock will stop when you're inside of one of those hills, and we could see a 3-2 game here as Bound tries to buy a little bit more time and pick up some more kills. Oh my god, Descendant! That's the kind of individual skill that we know these players had. He looks for the Insta as well. That's going to be another point on the board here for Bittersweet, and all of a sudden, Space Station have got a little bit of thinking to do.
There is a flag on the move, however. Lethal's got a line of defense set up. He's able to do so much damage to these players. Booba with Overshield anchoring the other side of the map. Sentinels are going to be able to punch this cap in with all 4 going down here momentarily for Shopify. So not only the Sentinels get the cap, they also maintain map control, and look at how aggressive Booba wants to be. He wants to potentially turn this into a double cap.
Boo obviously very comfortable in this front courtyard area. He knows how much of a nuisance he can be in the spot. If players aren't clearing out quick enough, he knows within a couple slides, he can toss us all the way towards supers and no damage into him. Soul Snipe, the only one left. This is going to be a second cap going in for Sentinels. I don't see any way that Soul Snipe can stop this one.
Sentinels are taking over this game, and it's on the back of Falcated, starting it at 13-3-5, and Booba this time around. The coast is clear, bro. He's just into an exposed area. He's going to have to give that life once again. The lead up to 10 now. Make it 9 as they approach the 40 kill mark.
Oh my god.
Beautiful plays from Cycle as he gets a stick as well onto Falcated up top glass. Booba does have a shock rifle in hand, but it may be too little too late. And there it goes. Still time to play, still kills to achieve here, and it's a long haul push right now. It's not expected. Booba does go down, but so do multiple members once again to Shopify, making it a 1-kill game. Soul Snipe gets out to no shield. Cycle moves out on the bridge, able to finish Falcated. It was almost a body block, perfectly planned by Sentinels, but Cycle able to finish that kill. 48-48, the game gets got all tied up as Mental goes down. Booba goes down, making it 49-48.
Lethal had gotten a remote detonation right before.
Ammo's up too.
This is just going to be a bait, right?
Yeah,
I don't know
you
if
have
anyone
to
can go snag it. And look at this, just trying to scope out, see where these players are at, knows where the action's at, going in for the trade and gets the kill.
It's another heartbreaking Slayer loss for Sentinels. The series gets tied up, and Shopify do just enough.
But damage
Good nades.
not been fully done there against Shopify Rebellion. Making those cleanups. It felt like it took them a little too long to get on over towards PD and tower side of the map. Falcated desperately trying to stay alive over in PD, but they have numbers. What is Shopify going to do in this situation?
Yeah, this is not a good place for Sentinels to be in right now. They do have ball in hand, but here comes Shopify Rebellion on the push. Good shots by Foul to trade that player with the shotgun to no shield. Somehow, all of them choose different corners. They all stay alive. Falcated finally with a little bit of an overchild with that player back tower, but
opponent gets the first shot, he's going to win that. Or if he's the last one alive, he can toss it out and drag somebody in at least for a trade.
yeah, he can lull them into PD here with the oddball and the shotgun. It's a triple kill for Mental as we switch to the screen. The fourth player gets spotted. Doesn't give him the opportunity for an over.
I like this play. Focus on towards dummies. Gets one pick. Soul Snipe, the last one alive. How does he regroup with his team? Decides to double back and fight over at dummy doors. This is going to stack up the spots a little bit, but no! Soul Snipe wins the fight against Precision.
Put him down, Soul Snipe. He is shooting so well today, and another big pivotal. That allows respawners the chance to have a numbers advantage coming right off spawn and to be aggressive and fly. What a big momentum kill from Soul Snipe right there onto Precision. A terrible death, honestly, from Precision's perspective. And as 3 go down, the last player alive is spotted Nest, and Shopify have broken this Sentinel setup immediately.
Talk to me about just how proud you are of the boys to be able to come away with both those wins.
Yeah, so the first match was a really good match out of us. We showed a lot of resilience. Cloud9 played really strong. We had a couple good comebacks throughout the first series, and that's where it really started for us going to that second series. A lot of momentum. And then, of course, Sentinels is a very strong team. They took the map 1 on us, and a good Forbidden out of them. And then we bounced back with a good Slayer win. We all played really well. And then we had a little team talk after that because we were staggering a little bit and having some solo deaths, which wasn't ideal for us. So after that, we came out even stronger and finished it 3-1.
Boom, just like that, okay?
Team score. Enemy team score.
The shots are still going to be very dangerous in the hands. There might have been a couple of missed shots there for Renegade, but it doesn't matter in the end. There's a team working together to push here over towards Elevator. A couple of big kills from Complexity to get them back into it, and if Renegade can't secure this one, Complexity will have made it 3 kills back to back, but just out of nowhere, Snakebite turns up to assist Renegade.
Breaking shot over towards Elevator, almost got his face ripped off, but just about got his pixels out of danger before it became a real problem for him. And just timing becomes a problem. 2 players push. Rain could be about to get the business as well, and of course he hits the shot. Double kill for Renegade. An extreme amount of damage. Bus managed to make his way in towards Whirlpool, get a kill, and break the setup. 2 go down, but it's 2 split apiece here. 6 kills, make it 7. The Snakebite locks in a triple kill. Really trying to put these Complexity boys to the sword.
Who is going to be at threat? Where could they push? Where could grenades arrive? There's so much to dive into from that listening, and it's one of the kind of best listenings you can go into to learn about the game and what is required.
Ryan Noob making what can only be described as a misplay with the camouflage, somehow managed to die without getting the trade. Snakebite's pushing forward. Ryan Noob still in the PD, crying for help. Is anybody going to answer the call? Certainly Gondor's not going to. He falls. Royal 2 is behind the desk. He's not doing paperwork, I can promise you that. Huss will fall. Double kill for Snakebite. He's looking for more, and he might get some too. Triple kill locked in. And that's such as the experience, such as the professionalism of the man. He doesn't even want the over.
Doesn't even look for the over. He says, let's just get this one done. There might be that dinner reservation that Wes Clutch was talking about, as 97 does tick on the clock, but Snakebite says, I just need one more on the board here. It's been dominant, it's been impressive, it's been well calculated. It's a 3-0 for FaZe Clan here on Friday in Atlanta.